They lying on hold.
Fair
A lot
use.
of times people say things because they don't want to get themselves in a PR disaster. You can't be, write a check.
Hours after being publicly accused of raping a 13-year-old girl with
Pause. Fair use, by the way.
Diddy, Jay-Z calls the allegation heinous. The civil lawsuit blackmail and vows he won't give, quote, one red penny.
Before we go into this joint, mad respect the whole Beyonce Carter family. We
Yes.
ain't perpetuating no bullshit over here.
Nope.
We just talking the news, man. We do hip hop journalism, so we talk about news. So no disrespect. Try not to be disrespectful in the chat either. We just basically just talk about the news, and we got mad respect for whole Brooklyn, New York, and just hip hop as a whole. So
That's right.
We ain't running on nobody's head top or nothing like that. We just reporting the news. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no laughing matter. The Diddy situation ain't no laughing matter, and it's almost disgusting because these are, as far as Diddy's concerned, this one of the dudes we looked up to. You know what I'm saying? Jay, I don't think this is nothing serious, but like I said, man, what's your thoughts in the chat as we go in? Just being respectful, the whole time, but also, we're gonna talk about some other stuff. But let me just play this real quick before we go in.
According to the complaint, first filed in October, then refiled to name Jay-Z,
Suspect number one. That was suspect right there.
the Jane Doe accuser claims the alleged double rape occurred during a 2000 VMA after party. Hours
J-Lo look kind of thirsty.
after E.T. spoke to Diddy and then girlfriend J-Lo on the red carpet.
We're very excited. There's a good energy in the air.
It's a big old party, though.
The woman claims during the party she drank something that made her feel disoriented. She then went to rest in a bedroom when Diddy and Jay-Z allegedly took turns raping her.
You're gonna hear about my party, and they're gonna probably be arresting me. People from all walks of life. Jay-Z talking to, you know what I'm saying? It just goes on and on.
Now let's be clear. We the first people talking about Diddy, and they said we was hating. You know what I mean? You see that they trying to do something with Jay, and we wanted to wait. Let's be clear. We wanted to wait before we went in and start talking about this stuff. That's why we didn't say nothing. Wednesday. Let's chill out. Let's let everything kind of like let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a good roast. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a good sauce. You know what I'm saying? You got to marinate a little bit. Unless they had like some footage like they did at the hotel type joint, I didn't think they was gonna have anything on this situation. This is really just a smear joint to see what was going on with Jay. She was gonna bring out some bready just to like let it go. Cause again, before you go in, BOP, hindsight, Diddy should have probably gave Cassie Ventura that bread. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was looking at. Like, hold up, man. Go ahead, give it if they just want $5 million, just give them the $5 million. It ain't worth getting your name smutted on. You know what I'm saying? Bebo P in the chat, Jay Kemp, wherever you at, in your big mansion with the double doors, the big wood doors. What's your thoughts initially before we go into the interview? Initially, when you saw this Bebo P, what was your thoughts?
Initially, I thought that this was very salacious. This was a very salacious claim to make on not just Jay-Z, but for anybody. But obviously as some time passed, because, this has been a fast-moving case ever since the lawsuit got filed. Or rather, should I say, not filed, because it was filed, I believe, back in October, but amended to where Celebrity A was revealed as Jay-Z. Things have been moving fast since that amendment. And now that there's been some inaccuracies that's been revealed about this lawsuit from Jane Doe and Tony Busby here against Jay, I get the sense that Jay's legal woes with any additional accusers or possible accusers won't be similar to Diddy's legal predicament, given that the accusers would need to think twice before, just blindly filing such a lawsuit of true or false proportion against Jay. As you alluded, Iceberg, Diddy kicking Cassie's head like a football field goal on the video back in 2016 at that hotel, that couldn't be denied. And everything, just really followed suit ever since his initial, legal situation with Cassie and so forth. And then, actions had to be taken from, business partnerships being, canceled. And then, obviously his federal arrest. Jay-Z, on the other hand, with the legal claim against him, he ain't playing that same game.
No.
As Diddy is, to the point where any accuser that comes after him moving forward, they better have all of their ducks in a row, especially after especially after the initial lawsuit, but then two, the inaccuracies of claiming that Jay-Z and Diddy were at this, after party situation to where the violation happened, but then it was found that they were actually at a nightclub, separate from that. The alleged victim claimed that she called dad from a Manhattan gas station after the so-called violation happened, and he picked her up and drove her back home to Rochester for another 5 hours, and in silence. But then dad came out saying otherwise.
Saying the same thing.
Yeah. And then Jane Doe claimed that she spoke with Benji Madden from that group Good Charlotte, along with his brother. But Benji's representative told ABC News that he wasn't even there at the time, and they were Good Charlotte was actually touring in the Midwest.
Well, this is the thing. Hold up. Before you go into the accuser, let's go into the interview.
Okay.
We got it all.
Tonight,
Okay.
Jay-Z fighting
Fair
back
use.
against a rape accusation. His attorney filing a letter to the judge to dismiss.
Hey, man, his lawyer is...
We talked about Alex Spiro before, too.
Salute to Alex. Alex ain't playing on their ass, dog.
He never does.
Never does. Never
The
lost.
rape lawsuit against his client, citing an NBC News exclusive that found inconsistencies with the accuser's story.
You should always advocate for yourself.
It comes after.
Now, let's be clear. The accuser, if this was semi-true, 50% true, you already under the influence. You've been assaulted. There's something traumatic that happened as you were under the influence. You may not remember everything correctly. And let's even go even further. And it sounds like she's a little bit on the spectrum. So, will you remember everything right? I don't even remember what happened 2 weeks ago. So, again, just moving forward with that narrative in mind.
Our interview with a 38-year-old mother from Alabama who accuses Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter of raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
You know you hard when you take a picture in front of some cactuses.
When she was 13 years old,
Shout out to
she
my
asked us
niggas.
not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party. She says at the party she spoke to musician Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo. It's the Last Supper.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative for the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs.
Grand opening, grand closing. You can. Alex is like, hey man, throw this out. They weren't even there. Bebo, like, continue to what you were saying. What's your thoughts after seeing that?
Well, just the fact that based on the inaccuracies that have been admitted and proven, seemingly, it's no wonder that Alex Spiro filed an emergency motion to dismiss this case or to dismiss the lawsuit. It's no wonder, because with so many holes in this case, how can, if you're Alex and Jay-Z and Jay's legal team, why move forward? Or why allow this to move forward, I should say. So
it's a smear joint.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that it's really sad whenever somebody has to go through this, and there's a significant amount of aspects to such a salacious claim is founded to not be true or not found to be accurate. It's just really sad for Jay-Z and his family to have to go through right now, just such a false claim.